Hi guys, welcome back to TR's Tarot Talk 1111. I know that I've been missing for a while and I do apologize. For those of you that have been watching and following me for a long time, you'll know that I moved out into the country where there's no fiber optic internet. It's all the old-fashioned cables. And I was really struggling to upload videos. It was taking days, not minutes, not hours, but literally 1 to 3 days to upload a video, especially if it reached about 45 minutes to an hour long. So I got a new phone. Yay, got a new iPhone. And I'm trying a new internet provider that uses cell phone towers instead of the Wi-Fi cables. So I'm back. I've lost my voice. I sing in a band, and we had a big party on Saturday, and I sang my little heart out, and it's allergy season, and so now I'm kind of hoarse. So anyhow, I missed you guys so much. I'm glad to be back. This is my trial run. I set an alarm for 35 minutes. I'm going to try to keep this video brief so that we can get more content out and I don't have to be so frustrated and miss you guys. So this is our advice for the next 7 days. If this trial run goes really well, I'm going to be posting a lot more content. We're going to get back to doing twin flame readings, romance readings, spiritual advancement or spiritual development readings. So today's choices are kyanite for pile number 1, citrine for pile number 2, and howlite. Howlite? Let me peek. Yes. Howlite for pile number 3. This is your spiritual advice for the next 7 days. And we're just going to go ahead and get right into the reading and use your intuition to choose your pile. And I will see you at your pile. All right, I want to move this down just a little bit. You know what? Hold on, guys. Don't feel dizzy. I'm wondering. There. And give us a little bit more space. All right. So your advice from Spirit for the next 7 days is, here is the heart of the matter, and it is the Wheel of Fortune change. So in the next 7 days, you can probably expect some big changes or changes already occurring. We've got the 10 of Cups, we've got the Page of Wands, and we've got Strength. We have Crossroads with direction. We have Surrender. Ooh. Boy, I got a hit on that. I don't know why. And we've got Innocence. So so far I've got 2 really strong messages. And then your last card with the kyanite is Deepen Your Perspective. All right. So first off, just intuitively, before I even go into what the cards read, I was getting for somebody that there's going to be a birth announcement. And it may come unexpectedly. It's going to bring up a decision. For whoever, I don't even think this is for many of you. This is just probably one person. But we got the Innocence. We got the Page. And I don't know why. I just don't know why. I'm just psychic, guys. So I'm just going to say there's going to be at least one person that clicks on this video who is either going to be close to a person or the actual person who gets an unexpected announcement that they're pregnant, or the person that they're with is pregnant. And I think it comes after a period of trying really hard. I think somebody's going to resonate with the fact that, you know, they wanted to conceive and they've been trying for a while. And like I said, I'm just going to touch on this briefly because I don't think this is the actual message. Just somebody needed to hear that. After much trying and finally maybe even giving up, I do believe that just as they were ready to give up and go in a different direction, they're going to get the unexpected news that it worked, basically, that they did conceive, and there's going to be great joy and happiness around this. And it will create huge shifts and change. But that's just somebody. Let's get to the majority of you. Okay? So your spirit animal guide is the sheep. It says you are encouraged to reconnect with your inner child in order to become more spontaneous and playful and consider what life has to offer with a greater sense of wonder. Take some time this week to get in touch with the innocence and vulnerability within you. And then we've got surrender and strength and a crossroad here. A lot of times this Page of Wands is, it's either a messenger or it is it's kind of like a fresh energy. It's looking in a new direction. It's seeing potential. It's an inspired idea. Your kyanite reads, blue kyanite forms in long striated columns. Its heady vibe makes a mindful choice for the 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes in the afternoon meditation set. Who needs it? The perpetually restless. Where to put it? On the bedside table, altar, or wherever you're looking to go deep. When to use it? When you find yourself drowned out by that mental noise. Even the greatest thinkers need to be reminded thoughts are just thoughts. Reality is reality. You can deal with it like an anxious chihuahua, or you can get down with kyanite and align to the moment with your calm and cool intact. Deepen your perspective. So it's a pretty generalized reading. The first part was very specific for someone, but for most of you, the general the generality of this is that in a family dynamic or in a wish fulfillment or something that brings great happiness, there needs to be a change, okay? We have crossroads. What needs to change is the mental attitude, okay? And if you've been fighting for a long time to create change in a home environment, or because I look at the Ten of Cups usually as family, marriage, it's your personal life and your personal connections. And it just feels to me like this week, if you're trying to bring about a change and you've been holding strongly to an idea, or maybe even it feels like negativity. Like, I know none of these cards look negative, but what I'm picking up is that an attitude adjustment is what is needed, because I feel like Spirit's telling you, you have to align with the joy and the happiness. You've got to walk as if the Ten of Cups is already your reality. And then that will bring in the energy necessary, because there's this surrender to what is that needs to happen, because there's been some resistance. And I feel like it's energetic resistance caused by your thinking patterns. So change your mind, change your life. This is about trying to get back to happiness, innocence, joy. Allowing yourself to maybe not be the lion for a little while, maybe to be the sheep, right? Maybe you've been fighting too hard. Maybe you've been resisting. I just keep hearing resisting change. And yet change is what you've been asking for. And so Spirit wants you to take a different approach, a different direction. They want you to get more childlike. They want you to have the faith of a mustard seed. They want you to daydream and allow yourself to fantasize about what it is you're trying to create or experience. But when you do this visualization, I want you to do it as if you're already there. It's already happening. What would it look like if your marriage was completely blissful and happy and in alignment? What would your job, or what is your perfect life? Start daydreaming it as if it's already there, and like you would have when you were a kid. Remember how I don't know about you, but I was a very, very good kid about make believe and pretend. I could play with dolls or play in the woods, or I had a wild imagination, and I literally would play as if it was real. I would immerse myself in the reality of whatever I was pretending I was doing. And I feel like that would really shift something for you this week. So that's your reading, pile number 1. And for whomever clicks on this, if you resonate with the first really specific reading, drop me a comment down in the comments section. Let me know if my intuition was on par, because it looks to me like an unexpected announcement after maybe some time of trying and not succeeding, and then all of a sudden, boom, you get what you asked for. And it looks like for at least one of you, it's a birth announcement. All right, we're going to move on to pile number 2. I missed you guys. I hope this resonates. We are now at 12:47. And we are moving on to pile number 2. If you'd like to book a personal private reading, everything you need is in the description box below. There's lots of goodies down there to check out. Patreon, wish list. If you, there's directions. If you guys want to donate a deck, you get a free 15 to 20 minute reading. Just check out everything in my description box. All right, pile number 2, your energy for the week, the major energy or spirit message for you is well, in this deck, it's the Page of Cups. It's called Understanding. And this is the Osho Zen Tarot, and it's like an oracle tarot. And so it is the Page of Cups with understanding. And if you see here, there is a dove who is in a cage, and the door is wide open, and all the other doves are flying around free, but this one seems to be a little bit timid or afraid, and maybe has been comfortable in its confinement. So there's a need to understand that there's something, perhaps you've been feeling a comfort zone that you've been in that makes you feel safe, but it's also limiting your potential. There's something Spirit's trying to say about there's a potential for you to kind of step outside of your comfort zone this week. Yeah, because you got the 9 of Cups. Bada bing. With the Judgment card, holy crap. Yeah, this is all in your head. And the Queen of Cups. So we got the Page of Cups, the Queen of Cups. We have Friends with the Influences card. Oh, we have sadness. Oh, and then we have lightness. So your spirit animal reads, it is time for you to pursue your dreams with determination. By doing this, you will make them a reality. Joy is just around the corner. Yeah, joy, not sadness. But you have to believe that it's possible to manifest your visions. Stop waiting and doubting. I feel like you might be an empath. With all this water energy, I mean, it's all water, guys. Page of Cups, Nine of Cups, Queen of Cups. And then we got friends, we got sadness. Your citrine is usually about empowerment, too. It says manifest your masterpiece. And this one says manifest you. So citrine, what it is, a must-have for wannabe makers of art, how noble, and money, how gauche. Citrine is a pale gold to smoky brown quartz. Those candy yellow citrines you find at shops are actually heated amethyst, which is another beast altogether. Yeah, real citrine is smoky quartz. That's like honey quartz. Who needs it? Anyone with a big idea or big dreams. Probably you. Where to put it? Wherever you set your intentions. Placing some citrine in your pocket each morning makes an energetic statement like, greatness is out there and I'm coming for it. When to use it? When it's time to really get on your grind and start creating the tomorrow of your dreams. Nine of Cups. Today. Manifest your masterpiece. All right, so with the sadness card and the friendship card, it makes me feel like you're sensitive, you're watery, you're probably empathic. And with the Judgment card, it just tells me it's kind of in your head. I think you've had your feelings hurt. I think you've kind of limited yourself through fears of being judged, fears of being hurt, fears of, I just think you've kind of been through something, and it's been difficult for you to kind of work through the grieving and feeling safe again. And Spirit's trying to kind of give you a pep talk and say, look at who you surround yourself with, because you've got friends here with the other doves, and you've got the friends card. Now, this could read so many ways because Judgment is the past. This could be, somebody from the past that made you sad, hurt you in some way. Or, it could, if it's romance, it could be, I fell in love. I thought it was good. I got my heart broke, and now I'm scared to get back out there. If this is about a job, it could be, because the Queen of Cups can be a people pleaser. She can be somebody. So let me just give you an example that may or may not be a real example in your situation. But for me, I am a Queen of Cups. I am a Cancer. Cancer Sun, Cancer Rising. And then I'm a Virgo Moon, Virgo Venus. So I've got that feminine kind of codependent tendencies. And I'm extremely empathic. And so it's hard for me to make friends that don't take advantage of me, because I am a giver and I am empathic and nurturing, and I want to fix everybody. I want to fix their sadness, right? So I tended to manifest a lot of people into my life that took advantage of that, took advantage of me, and I got my heart broken in lots of different areas, especially romance. And so before I had my awakening and did my trauma shadow work, I really didn't go out much. I stayed in. I had a lot of friends that were toxic. So I'm not sure how this is going to hit you, okay? But I feel like what your advice for the next 7 days is that you need to get out. You need to connect with real friends, people who support you. You need to pursue whatever it is you've been trying to manifest. And you need to do it with a lightness that maybe is hard for you to connect with. And then there's somebody here that I'm channeling for also, just a side note, who is a healer and helps other people overcome the past and sadness and understand their journey. And so some of you are healers and you're actually helping other people. And I think sometimes you kind of take that home with you. But the biggest message I'm getting here is you need to get out there. You need to step outside of your comfort zone. You need to empower yourself. You need to know who you are and what you want. You can't let the past hold you back. You got to kind of go for it. It's time for you to pursue those dreams with determination. By doing this, you will make them a reality. Joy is around the corner, especially if you've been struggling. But you can't do it from your safety zone. You're going to have to get out there. You're going to have to take a risk. You're going to have to actually, because this is a lot of feminine energy, you're going to have to incorporate some masculine energy by making the moves, by making a plan, by visualizing, by getting out there. And we've been getting a lot of these kind of readings because April 4th through the 8th, I think it is when that total solar eclipse is going to be going through the United States. I'm in the path of totality, and I've been feeling a lot of energy from it. Matter of fact, I intend to do a reading for it, so stay tuned. But I think your biggest advice for this week is you really need to just kind of go for it. Don't allow your fears to hold you back, and don't allow the fear of judgment, the fear of what your friends might say, or you know, it's just time for you to think for yourself, do for yourself, and make a plan and just act on it. And align yourself with people that will support you, not people that will make you feel less than. Okay? This is your dream. It's time you make it a reality. So I love you, pile number 2. I'm going to move on. I'm trying to keep these nice and short this week. It's time to get things done, whether I've got to make my videos shorter or spend a lot of money. All right, moving on to pile number 3 at 2330. 2330. Pile number 3, if you would like to book a personal private reading, if you'd like to join my Patreon, if you'd like to check out the things that I've created on Amazon, if you would like a free reading by donating something to the channel, everything you need is down in that description box. It's rather lengthy, but it's worth taking a minute to read. Okay? We're going to start off by seeing what is the main energy or advice for you from Spirit for the week. We have the mind. Ooh. Page of Swords. Now, these are the Osho Zen Tarot, and I read these intuitively, not just as the tarot, because that's the way they were created. So this is stinking thinking. This is overthinking. This is being lost in chaotic thoughts. Oh, yeah, and then we have the King of Swords. Time to make a decision. Time to clear your thoughts. Remember, swords are all about thoughts and communication, and they can be about cutting things away. We have the Hanged Woman in this deck. And we have the Five of Wands. See, that's that energy. That's that competition or competing or just You know, Five of Wands is really kind of stressful, a need to change. It's internal conflict or external conflict. We have travel, experience new things. We have mystery. Wow. I'm liking your reading. And we have love. You have found your soulmate, or they are just around the corner. Remember that when two souls are destined to be together, they always find their way back to each other. All those things you've had to go through were worth it. Oh, I'm getting several hits on this reading. We look at this. We have the mind, and your howlights keywords are organize your headspace. Let me read this. What it is, also known as white turquoise, howlite is all about reveling in simplicity. Often the real power exists in what's left out. See, Japanese aesthetics, Swedish interiors. I don't know what that means, but I guess they want you to look that up. Howlite's dreamy, slate cleaning energy helps you discern exactly what you don't need, so you can train your focus on exactly what you do. Who needs it? Overstimulated Overstimulated minimalists living in a maximalist world. Where to put it? Wherever you need some breathing room. When to use it? When you need a break from the never-ending onslaught of direct messages, meeting requests, trending stories. Less is always more. None is most. Howlite can help you to organize your headspace. So, okay. Phew. The first message I got immediately when the love card came out is that if you're dealing with a soulmate who you've been in separation from, maybe lives a distance from you, I think this could be an energy that both of you are sharing where you're missing each other, you're thinking about each other, you're on each other's mind constantly. But there seems to be this internal conflict and possibly even competition. There could be other people involved in the 3D element of this, you know. There could be, I'm not necessarily saying a third-party situation, but there could be naysayers. There could be people who influence the way someone is thinking or acting. But this is very spiritual. Look at the purples, right? We got purple, purple, purple. And then we've got the blue. Although it's fire, wands, the blue is about the throat chakra. And the swords is about speaking your truth. It's about decision making. The King of Swords is logical. He tends to operate from the mind more than the heart. And I think if this is resonating with you, either you are overthinking and obsessively thinking about someone else, and some of you need to move beyond it, because we have experienced new things, and the Hangman is about seeing things through a different perspective. Mystery is, especially in this card, see, there are two towers here, and they are identical, okay? But they're also opposites. So although they are the same, they appear to be very different. One is taller, one's, facing this way, one is facing that way. But the mystery is that if you unravel this mystery, you would find that these two are identical. So for those of you that found me because of twin flames, this could be your twin flame update. It doesn't have to be, but you could be dealing with any air sign, fire sign, or specifically a Pisces. But I think the biggest message, and it doesn't matter what area of your life it's touching, whether it's friendships or true soulmate, because a soulmate doesn't have to be romantic, but with this card, it implies it probably is. So I just see there's been conflict. There's been a lot of watching each other. There's been waiting. There's been no communication. There's been a lot of wondering, a lot of, mystery. Like maybe this person sees you as a conundrum or a mystery. It's mysterious, right? Or with mystery, it could be saying that, what you don't know is that this person and you are both kind of energetically matching each other at the moment. There's probably been no communication. There's just been a lot of stinking thinking, a lot of watching, a lot of waiting. But as far as your advice, whether this is your energy towards someone else or their energy toward you, Spirit's confirming to you that this is a soulmate. Or it's time to move beyond a past experience, travel to new experiences, because you're about to manifest the true soulmate. So this is a big reading for you for this week, right? You need to kind of clear your mind, come to some kind of a decision. Try to see things from a new perspective or from the other person's perspective. Honestly, if you know, right? Like I know, I know, even though I believe that he's my twin, I know that right now is just not the right time. Hold on, I gotta tell Alexa, stop alarm. So we gotta wrap this up because I'm trying to keep this within a certain time lot. So the biggest advice here is that you're destined to be together. Whether it's somebody from your past or somebody new coming in, your soul will speak to you. You will know if it is time to release somebody from the past, even if it's just for now, and allow yourself to let new love in. Or if this is somebody from your past who is watching you, who's been, maybe conflicted, maybe thinks there's other people involved, or you've been watching them, there's other people involved. You might get a message from them. They want to take you on a trip. There's so many ways that this could play out, but the biggest advice you have is that you really need to clear your mind. Regardless of what it's about, the biggest message for spirit advice is clear your mind and the rest will follow. It's like you've got to get out of your head and kind of find a perspective that's not chaotic, because there's something that Spirit's trying to reveal to you. And I think it's that there's a need for you to either cut somebody out of your heart and out of your mind that is no longer good for you, and it's time to travel away from that towards something better so that you can clear space and create space for this true love to come in, or true soulmate. Or it's this person is your soulmate, is the right person, and there's been a lot of chaos and confusion, then your advice is that you might need to use Howlite to clear your mind, meditate, kind of make a list, you know, pros and cons. There's just a need for you to get clear with yourself on what it is you really want and what you need to speak, do, or act upon. And if your heart, if in your heart of hearts like me, you know that this person just isn't ready and it's time to just let them kind of go through their cocoon moment, because a lot of times I think of the hanged man as the caterpillar going in the cocoon, preparing for change, preparing for transformation. Then, you know, this is to reassure you, yes, this is your soulmate. You don't need to keep questioning, asking. You don't have to, you know, have so much conflict. You can be clear about it. And then, you know, trust your divine guidance, because my divine guidance right now is that my twin is needing to go through the dark night of the soul, which this could totally resonate with that, with all this mind stuff, and needs to kind of experience the healing process at this time. And in the meantime, I've kind of moved on with my life, trusting the universe that what is meant to be will be in divine timing. And so pile number 3, yours is a bit messy, and it shows. But I think that if you go into your crown chakra, into your intuition, you will already know the answer to what you need to do, whether it's, you know, leave the past behind in order to experience new love, or if this is allowing yourself to give space to somebody else and experience new things while they go through their dark night of the soul, their, you know, leveling up. But this week seems to be about clearing your mind and setting intentions and just kind of dropping into your intuition as to whether or not the person you're currently dealing with is this true love soulmate, or if they're hindering you, keeping you in confusion, holding you back from experiencing what you truly, truly desire. And it looks like that decision, because he's a decision maker, is what's going to help you to truly manifest and be with the right person for you. And the Howlite's just all about organizing your headspace. All right, so I love you guys. Let me know in the comments if you're struggling, if you'd like a personal reading so I can figure out who is who and what's going on for you and really give you the kind of guidance you need, personal guidance. Please reach out. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next upload. Namaste.